we keep on honesty and we keep on hard work. Let's pull these two keep quiet. Okay, let's see.
Recently, Mercedes, they launched a new car, fully electrical, which our car lovers loved it because of their engine. And the market responded very poorly. And at the end of the day, the market dictates. The specific ERPs for automobile industry.
Yeah.
Okay. But then again, we don't sell cars everyone as automobile as a whole, we opted for SAP. And as business and with SAP, we grew.
Even during the COVID.
Even during the COVID. You were able to give us the confidence on SAP. It's either, I think, with your expertise mainly, then your experience and your understanding of how businesses work. So, because of your understanding, we felt more confident.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Model Auto is a very renowned name in the UAE region. And I understand that it is also aspiring to go global by putting up their operations in United Kingdom and Saudi. So everyone knows Model Auto, but nothing like hearing about Model Auto from you gentlemen. So please tell us, what does Model Auto do? Probably I'll start with Taher sir.
Model Auto has a history for more than 30 years now.
Okay.
It all started in 1997.
Okay.
With two gentlemen, Abdul Hai and Tareq's father, who was Abdul Hai.
It's a very family-run business.
It's a family-run business, and it all went well. Like it started in Abu Dhabi with one shop, where what I have known in the history is that they worked for 12 hours a day to make it whatever it is right now. And then from one to another to the third, and it went on to a like UAE expansion, where from Abu Dhabi they went to Al Ain, which is again a part of Abu Dhabi. Then we shifted to Sharjah, where we opened one more outlet, and then when that outlet was not sufficient enough, in Sharjah we went into for another outlet where it was a bigger. Warehousing became bigger, and recently, past 2-3 years, we have now opened up in Dubai, which is now, this office is now like a flagship company for us, where we operate from here. And basically, where it all started in 1997, we were in Abu Dhabi, and now the management is shifted to this region now.
So how was the transition, sir? You started with one store. What is the total count of the store right now?
We have now 6 stores.
Okay.
And around 175 employees.
That's a
just in model
alone.
As model. But if you see taking as SAP into consideration, we are a group of companies.
Okay.
And we have another flagship which runs under HND. And HND again has different companies doing different jobs. And all these companies now, we are using SAP for step.
Mr. Tareq, your take, on it. I know that you're a young entrepreneur trying to take over the legacy. So, what does Model do?
Model, like we said, we stock up on what's the requirement for the cars. Let's say you drive a luxury car like Mercedes. So we try to assist customers like yourself by having a smooth maintenance experience.
So to summarize what you said, it's like for all the upscale market, car market, you are basically auto spare providers and auto spare distributors.
Fine too.
Well, sir, it is always very motivating, fascinating to hear a journey of an entrepreneur or a businessman. Yeah, and people always look forward to that. So tell us about how Model Auto started. In fact, Mr. Taher already told us about it, but we would want to hear more about it. Like, how did Model Auto start, and where are you in the journey so far in terms of distributing parts in this particular business world?
We start in 1997. Me and build up a double on Russian, and then we have our two brothers, so Charter and Shovel. I'm not going to do to forget Ed and Rector. So we work together, or we come on this stage, and normally we work hard. Okay. And we keep point honesty, and we keep on hard work. This pull this to keep quiet. Okay, I'll see. This is taste. When this is again, this is our family business. So we start by me and Abdul, then Shabu join, and then my Shamu's going to join. And now our need Russian running next generation. And my son Abid also join now. And starter we get our time. We starting, so they are Saudi Israelis.
So how much time did it take for us to go from one store to second store? I think the first initial expansion generally takes time, right? So the first store and
first 10 years of John to year, not 10 years, about 5 years, we had one store and one show C. And after that, we start our other company.
So it took you 5 years to basically start your second show.
Yeah. And we shipped my brother Abdul, shipped Sharjah, and he opened HRD. And myself continued with Model. And Sharju joined with me, and Shanu joined with me. We done this test, we try work hard. That's honestly talking this about two key points: the honesty and that. Through these two points.
When he says the honesty part of it, with the spare part market, honesty is very important.
Yes.
So what we have gained in this past since 1997 is that maybe 3 or maybe 4 generations of grandfather to son to son to son, recommending all 5 parts from us.
Yeah.
That is what we are hit.
Yes.
Now that is very difficult to gain from the customers.
Yeah.
Tareq, if there is one challenge that you would want to point that model is facing in this fast-pacing world, where it's very difficult to understand the market, very difficult in understanding consumer behavior, or the economy is not stable, what would that be? How do you think Model Auto is solving that?
I think, in my opinion, the biggest challenge is we cannot satisfy everyone, and we strive for it day in, day out, and that is our utmost trial.
Okay.
Which is maybe not achievable, but we keep trying.
Okay. So the challenge is to reach out to larger number of people, more people.
No, we are not able to let's say I'm one person and 10 of you want me to serve you at the same time.
Okay.
So that, again, it's not humanly possible, but how do I solve it? I ask someone else to help me out. Then 5 people are served by me, 5 others by someone else. Like that, slowly we are trying.
Okay, post-modern, like the upcoming challenge is the EV cars coming into it.
Okay.
So that will change the scenario of the step.
That your entire landscape is going to change.
The landscape will change.
Okay.
Which we are not aware of. We cannot even fathom what will happen. It is already just being said. The final impact is still to come. So that will be a very big challenge.
How do you think Model is preparing for that?
We are taking it step at a time.
Okay.
Because we believe that it is not yet in. And the percentage of EV cars are still very small.
Yes, you're right.
So it is not impacting as much as we could guess. So once we come to know the, like the initial ring, the bell that rings will start the wheel coming around. And what to do next? Because for the automobile industry will not die. Only the dynamics will change.
Correct.
So we will get on to it.
Traditional gas engine or a diesel engine and an electric vehicle generally has lesser parts, right? So will that mean that the requirement for parts will go down, or is it like Model is going to stock up or get into the EV spare part business also? How is that we plan to take over this?
See, in electric coming without a debt.
Okay.
The parts will be obviously less.
Okay.
But again, we still not study full zero on that.
Okay.
As I see, parts become less. And then now engine parts is moving, and then suspension parts is moving. Tomorrow engine parts will be removed. The suspension parts continuing.
Exactly.
And maybe body parts and glass and other things often come well. I think so. We have to follow that and our suspension parts.
The engine components as spare parts would go down because it's being replaced by the electric motor and electric battery. And obviously motor and battery is going to have their own spares.
Yeah.
Probably not equivalent in the count of the engine spares, but they will also have spares. And that would basically, the charging station will also have replacement and maintenance. They will also require parts. And you will have to supply, charging station is not going to be just 4 or 5 places in the city. They will come up in each houses.
Yes.
Probably they will also require parts.
Yes.
And that's going to open up your opportunity.
Though it's a changing dynamic market, if we were to stop making petrol engine vehicles today, as of today, to get rid of all the petrol engines, it will take another 30 years.
Exactly.
And that is not the case. And recently, Mercedes, they launched a new car, fully electrical, which our car lovers loved it because of their engine. And the market responded very poorly. And at the end of the day, the market dictates whether EV will continue, whether petrol engines will continue. Because demand supply, it's always the consumers.
Very well said. I mean, petrol cars or gas engines are not going to die in another 10, 20, 30 years. That's a quite long time. And 100% replacing all the cars with electric is also not a fair assumption, at least for the next decade or 2 decades.
While we also are trying to understand where do we keep the batteries that...
What I just saw somebody talking about a hybrid car. Okay, there's a combustion engine with the batteries, and you drive on petrol and it charges so the engine may not die as soon as much as we are thinking. Like this, you may require the engine.
Yes, somewhere.
Okay, I'll move to the next section, which is specific questions with regards to this episode. Sir, to Taher sir, is there any specific reason or issue which led you to go for a solution like SAP?
That was the reason. We have been using ERP for the past 20 years.
Oh, you're not new to ERP
Yeah, not
then?
new
You're
to
not new to ERP. Okay.
Yeah. Different versions in the past 20 years. It was for at least 8, 10, 12 years we had a certain ERP which was available in the market, basic, and we could cater our needs because we were also growing.
Okay.
Then we went in for a higher end because then it became a bigger company, a larger company, and how to involve everybody and everybody works on the same platform. But again, if that ERP had its own drawbacks, so we were looking for a global solution. So there were 2. Of those, we felt that SAP, being dynamic in its and we can get customized to our needs.
Okay.
At that point of time, there was an ERP. It was based on my background, what I've worked. And there are certain specific ERPs for automobile industry.
Yeah.
Okay. But then again, we don't sell cars around as automobile as a whole, we opted for SAP.
Okay.
We said that this could do the work, and we met you,
Okay.
And then the change happened.
Said you were looking for a global product which was dynamic, in the sense which would change as the market requirements and the customer requirements would change.
Yes.
Someone who can keep on upgrading the software.
Yes.
So these are two reasons that Tareq sir, you think.
Yes.
So why an ERP and why SAP?
We chose the SAP because we are looking for long term. Yeah, something from ERP. So we seen and we check a lot of ERPs. So we choose SAP for long term. No, long term solution. Yeah. And for all our branches and all our companies together in one side from the point. And then before we have a different company design ERP variation, but we make all together. Okay. And the truth, the bent is the long term.
So the keyword is you are looking for a solution which will stick on with you for a longer period of time, so that you don't have to change ERP when you're growing and when you're scaling. So you want something which will permanently be there with you, so that you don't change frequently. At the same time, you were just not one company, you were multiple companies. Even though it was in spare part business, you wanted an ERP which should give the features and functionalities that all companies could do. I remember when we started off, we not only had trading, we also had manufacturing company.
Yes.
We also had service stations.
Yes.
Which provided car cleaning services and stuff.
Yes.
So you wanted one-stop solution which would give you all of this.
Yes.
In one theater.
Yes. So I would like to add, because
You always have a different opinion, so I just wanted to make sure that
this thing actually, I would say number one, you sold us SAP. Number two, I would come to my uncle because he's a visionary.
Okay.
He thought about the next generation as well, in terms of how would they be able to, work with ERP, because they had old methods, and he realized the transition is going to happen, and of course, thinking about next 10 years ahead, next 15 years ahead, he was able to more accumulatively take a decision on SAP. Again, you had a lot to do with it as well. But yes.
Sir, nothing like an younger generation appreciating an older generation in front of a camera. Okay?
No, but I was being honest like this. So yeah.
That's nice.
I think I'll give you both the credit for that.
Thank you, sir. That's very well put. So, I get to see this very rarely in interviews like that, like in future generation, which tells, look, the previous generation really cares about us and they want to put systems in place, they invest in systems in place so that the future generations can basically take over the business and scale it up. Yes, in a much faster, powerful manner.
Well, that's also because he asked me 20 times, how do you think it would be? So, yeah, that's where I understood that, it's for the next 10 years.
It should be more than that. 10 is a small number. It should work for you for more than 25 years.